I'd love for you to expand on what it looks like to discover Eros. How can it truly liberate us? How can it bring freedom and bring us back to life and connection?
That's a big question. So, I think first, before we even can answer that question, is what is Eros? Because the moment we use the word Eros, everybody has another idea what this word means. So I can only speak from my own experience. So for me, Eros means aliveness, and for me, Eros is when I really feel inside. It's a very alive energy that's here, that's natural to me, to all of us, really. And that natural energy, which you actually see freely flowing in children mostly, and then at some point it gets dampened, and either dampened by trauma, well, mostly trauma, or our really patriarchal society we have to obey. Luckily, that's changing. But there's something around Eros that I use as aliveness. And a lot of people, when they hear the word Eros, they immediately think about sex.
Mhm.
And to me, it's way, way, way wider. But for us to receive Eros, the aliveness of our nature, like the core energy really of the universe, that the universe is built on, you could say, is that first we need to be really still. We need to be really still and stop. We need to slow down in our lives. And that to me is the most important, is step number one, is to be very, very still. And that in itself is a revolution. Just imagine if we would all take a moment all together, how many billions of people are on this planet, just to be still. Turn off the radio, turn off the TV, turn off the cell phones, the computers, just turn it off. Stop doing for a moment and be still and just receive our nature, our silent nature, the presence that is here. In the moment we can be still, often first our conditioned self is what bubbles up, right? Because we're so busy and our screen is totally filled with movement. So it takes a little longer to really sit still. And it doesn't mean you need to be sitting still in some formal meditation position or you need to meditate now, even though I love to sit and I love to meditate. Silence is my first love. So when we take a moment to stop, to slow down, to leave the busyness of life behind for a moment, see the busyness of our inner mind, in the mental mind or emotional body or physical body, and then connect with that, what's deeper than all this stuff that's going on with our nature, and rest here, then really we can start and get curious, what is Eros, you know? So to me, we need to lay first the ground to connect with Eros. So we know that we're truly connecting with the nature of Eros, with the goddess of Eros. I know Eros is seen in the Greek mythology as a god. To me, in my experience, if I would put a label on Eros and aliveness, to me, it's the goddess of aliveness. It's the flow, the natural flow of life. So when we sit still, we leave our bodies behind, all form behind, and we allow ourselves to rest in our silent nature, that silent being that is looking out of our eyes, then we come in that pure emptiness, that quiescence of life. And then just wait long enough till Eros